What's up, Virgo? It's your girl, Savy from Savy, Sentient, and welcome to your September 2022 general reading. This is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Disclaimer, before we get into the video, this is not, and I repeat, not a love and light channel. If you are looking for sunshine and rainbows, goody gumdrops and whatnot, this is not the place for you. If you are looking for a reader who's going to lie to you and tell you everything that you want to hear, I'm not your girl. This is not the place. You may want to click off. However, if you are looking for the truth, serve straight up. Just like the libations that we pour for our ancestors, this is the place, and I am your girl. Welcome. Virgo, if you are new here and you are still here, congratulations. You made it past the disclaimer. You are a real one. Go ahead and let me know it's real by liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. Heavy on the like button. Liking the videos pushes it to other Virgos who can benefit from it as well and helps the channel grow. If you are not new here, welcome back. You've been a real one, and it's because of you that this channel continues to grow. So thank you so much for all of your support. If you're looking for personal readings, all that information is in the description box below, along with the cards used in this reading and even where I get my jewelry from. Okay, so just take a look down there. But let's go ahead and get into your video. Okay, so during the channeling session for you, Virgo, Spirit gave me this message. Too much of your energy is being misused and misguided. You need to focus on your healing. Too much of your energy is being misused, misguided, and you need to focus on your healing. So let's go ahead and get into this, see what this is all about. All right. And Spirit, what is the overall energy here for Virgo? What is all of this in reference to? We have the Son of Wands. So the Son of Wands is being brave. It's being heroic. It is saving yourself. Okay. It is taking action towards a specific goal. And what's sticking out to me about this is that when it comes to healing, when it comes to shadow work and that kind of growth, people tend to be extremely reluctant. And what you would in turn do is try to distract yourself from it. Try to do anything else other than what you know you should be doing. All right. Look, bottom of the deck is the Death card. Death is about transformation. It is about endings, letting certain behavior, certain patterns, certain people go and embracing new beginnings. Okay. So Spirit says it's time. Like, there's no more running from this. There's no more running from this. Now is the time. And you need to go forward and do so very bravely. Okay? So let's pull your spread. First one out. Knight of Swords in the reverse. So this is incoming communication coming in very quickly. But with it in the reverse, what I got is not the traditional meaning, but what I got is that you may be getting downloads, communication from your spirit team that you are ignoring, okay? Thoughts that you don't want to face. I also just heard intrusive thoughts. Nine of Swords. Anxiety, stress. This can also speak to your mental health. Tell me more. Hermit energy, your energy, Virgo. Time to introspect, time to look within, time to seek for the truth. All right, let's pull the rest of the spread because I think this is going to get real interesting and real deep. And if you are about that healing life, if you are not afraid, then stay tuned, continue to watch. We have the Knight of Wands coming out in the reverse with the World. in the center of your reading. Yes. Chariot. Page of Pentacles. Eight of Swords. 10 of Wands. Bro. Okay, so what I'm getting already, just before I even break down this reading, is a lot of the burdens that you're facing, a lot of the difficulties that you face in your life are the result of your own negligence. They are the result of you ignoring what Spirit is telling you to do. They're the result of you refusing to do your healing work. The positions you find yourself in are positions that you put yourself in. So there really is a need for you to be accountable, to take accountability for your life and for the situations that occur within your life. Nine of Swords with the Knight of Swords. This energy that I'm getting is that your spirit team is saying, like, yo, Virgo, we need you to, get to it. It's time to do the healing work. And just the sheer thought of having to face your demons terrifies you. It causes you anxiety. But you know that this is what you need to be doing. You know in your heart of hearts that you need to be facing your shadow. Your shadow. Okay? With the Knight of Wands in the reverse, it gives me cowardice energy. It gives me cowardice energy. With the World card, I almost get like you are afraid of your own potential. You're afraid of what you could be, how you could look, how you could show up in the world if you were a healed person, if you were healed. You could be so powerful. There's so many things that you could accomplish if you were healed. And just the fear of that kind of success is what's stopping you. You are afraid of your own potential. You are afraid of what you could be. But Spirit's saying, if you do this work, once you start this work, once you get to a place where you are seeing a lot of healing, where you are becoming more evolved, you're going to be blessed. You're going to have blessings. You're going to have more opportunities coming through. And literally what's stopping you is you. You are creating burdens for yourself that don't need to be here, that don't need to exist. Let's clarify the Nine of Swords with the Hermit. This anxiety about doing the work, this anxiety about the introspection. We have the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. For me, this is a card of taking. Tell me more of inequity. Whoa. What is this about, Spirit? Six of Pentacles in the reverse, King of Swords in the reverse, and the Sun in the reverse. What people don't see about you is the things that you suppress. What's hidden in the shadows for you? Oh no. Okay, this is kind of a sad message. SA trigger. You might want to skip ahead if that's going to trigger you. But in your youth, I'm getting that someone took your innocence, is how I will put it. This was masculine. This is someone who you are supposed to be able to trust. This is someone who, even up until that point, you may have admired or loved very deeply. So them doing this to you caused a bit of a betrayal. And so the reason why you're running from your healing is because you know that you're going to have to face this. As part of your healing, you're going to have to face this. And that terrifies you. You would rather ignore it. You have learned to cope all of these years by suppressing it. Y'all finna make me cry. By suppressing it and ignoring it and trying to carry yourself in a way where you seem to be happy, where you seem to be light, where you seem to be this is very sad. So this is why you run from the shadow. This is why you run from the shadow. And Spirit is saying now, you can't run anymore. You can't keep running. Clarify the world with the Knight of Wands. Empress. Y'all gonna make me cry up in here. The Empress is self-love. This is pouring into yourself, nurturing yourself. For some of you, this child that the Empress is protecting is your inner child. And this is why you run. Because you're trying so hard to protect the inner child. You're trying to not upset or arouse any negative energy, any negative feelings within that inner child. So you're essentially like trying to protect this inner child, aka you, trying to protect yourself. I just heard slay the beast. The way that you protect that inner child is by being the Knight of Swords or being the Knight of Wands. And, you know, facing it boldly, facing it heroically, telling your story, accusing the person, if they're still around, speaking out and saying that this person did this. It's time for you to close that chapter with the World card so that you can move forward and so that you can have blessings and so that you can stop sabotaging positive connections, so that you can stop sabotaging your friendships, your, you know, love relationships, your even business opportunities. Like, there is so many possibilities for you if you stop limiting yourself. But you are putting yourself in this space where you are limiting your own growth because you're afraid. Because you're afraid to face your shadow. You're afraid to face what happened to you. Tell me about the Eight of Swords and the Ten of Wands. And there it is again. Death card. It's time for a rebirth. It's time for renewal. It's time for you to reemerge from the ashes as a phoenix. No one can stop you but you. No one can limit you but you. And it's time to transformation. It's time for transformation. It's time to transmute all this negative, all of this trauma, all of this pain. It's time for you to face that so that you can be a fully embodied human. Especially those of you who are on the spiritual path, those of you all who are practitioners, who are empaths, who are, mediums, whatever it is, whatever spiritual talent that you have. The only way that you will be fully who you are meant to be is if you face what needs to be healed. That's how you grow. So you can't keep running anymore. You can't keep running. Let's get some Monology for you. Full moon in Aries, a fiery climax approaches. Whether this be with the person that you're going to out, whether this be with other people who you tell your story to, it needs to be understood that not everyone is going to receive the information that you have to give in the way that you hope. You may tell, let's say for instance, this was your father who did this. You may tell your mother. And instead of getting that loving, supportive, I'm sorry, baby, that you are hoping for, you may get a don't ever fucking lie on your father like that. I can't believe you would say this. You may get the complete opposite response that you expect. So don't go into this with expectation. And further, I want to say, surround yourself with people who you love and who you trust and who will support you when telling your story doesn't get the response that you hope for. Okay? Your friends, your A1s, you need them right now. Okay? Monology, what else do we have? Don't let pride get in your way. Full moon in Leo. Okay? Don't be too proud to speak your story. Don't let embarrassment or fear of embarrassment prevent you from speaking your truth. Leo energy as well is very confident. It's very bold. Okay? Embrace some of that. You cuspy with them anyway. Come on. It's in there. I know it's in your chart. But yeah, don't be afraid and don't be too proud to say that, this happened to me. This is what happened. And that's in spite of who believes you and who doesn't. The weight is going to be lifted from you simply speaking your piece, from you simply saying, like, this is what happened. You don't have to hold on to that no more. Spirit is telling you to release it. A personal issue reaches resolution. The full moon in Cancer. The sooner you speak it, friend, the sooner you will be free of it. The lighter you will become, the sooner the resolution shows up. So let's get your sacred self-care. Spirit, what self-care does Virgo need at this time? What will help them through all of this that they're going through? All of this that they're trying to overcome? I heard fire ritual, but I don't know if that's the card that's going to come out. Fire ritual. So, with the fire ritual, you simply write the things that you want to free yourself of, that you want to release. Okay? And then you go to a fire pit safely create a fire in a safe environment. So fire pit, campfire, something like that, where it's well watched. Even your fireplace, and you sit in front of the fire and you put the things into the fire that you want to free yourself from, that you want to release yourself from, and even write it in the present tense. I am free of XYZ burden. I no longer carry this burden, and send it into the fire. Okay? But the card that comes out for you from this deck is actually the Look for Fairies card. Okay? So this is the card, and it says, what I believe I see before me. So essentially, manifestation. What I believe I see appear before me. Keep your eyes and your ears open for evidence of fairies and other ethereal beings. Remember, they're genuinely all around you, brimming with creative ideas and guidance to help you on your journey. You just have to tune into their presence. But first, you have to believe that they exist. Whatever we focus on and put energy toward will shape our life experience. The magic surrounding us typically can only be seen by those who are in a state of joy, looking at the world through the eyes of a child and open to infinite possibilities. Soften your gaze when you are outside in nature and keep aware of what you spy in your peripheral vision. You may just see fairies playing in the sunshine and by flowing water. If you whisper to them from within, they'll often whisper back a cheeky little remark. Be kind and respectful to them, and they won't toy with you too much. The journal prompt says, how do you think you can connect more to your childlike sense of wonder and keep open to life's infinite potential? And I see exactly why this is the card that they wanted to bring to you. Like I said earlier, it seems as though you are in a protection mode for your inner child. You are being extremely protective of that inner child, and that's why you don't want to do the work. You don't want to face the demons. But you have to understand that part of protecting your inner child is being that knight, is slaying that dragon. Okay? A lot of you probably need to do more nurturing of the inner child versus trying to protect the inner child. Telling your inner child that they are safe now. And even with the fairies' energy, just think about how you were as a child. What you believed in. Mermaids are real. Fairies are real. Princesses are real. Like, everything Disney is real. Like, as a child, that's what you believe. And as an adult, especially an adult on this spiritual path, you need to understand that a lot of what you thought was real as a child is real still, okay? But perhaps it's, angels. Perhaps it's, your ancestors still being there. And instead of viewing them as ghosts, as a child would, you know that they are family. You know that they are loving beings here to support you. Okay, so definitely I feel like there's a huge need for you to nurture your inner child versus being overprotective of it. Okay, and the best way for you to protect this inner child is to slay the demon that hurt it in the first place. Okay, so speak your truth and continue to nurture that inner child. Feed that inner child. Eat things from your childhood. Watch movies from your childhood. And hold on to that sense of whimsy that you once had. Okay? Enjoy that. Yo, go to Disneyland with not a child in sight. Just you and maybe some of your friends. But, do things that you would have enjoyed as a child that maybe you were even deprived from as a child. Do it now. And that's how you're going to feed your inner child. That's how you're going to nurture your inner child. Okay, so let's get into the Crystal Spirit Oracle. And which crystal spirit would like to speak to Virgo? What guidance do we have for Virgo from the crystal spirits? Beautiful. Okay, so we have citrine, which is number 17, which reduces down to 8, which is abundance, which is infinity, which is cycles. Okay, so here we are. And the essential meaning of this card is joyful expressiveness, exuberance, and happiness, letting go of any and all negativity. Now is the time for you to be you and to experience the tremendous joy available to you. With all the hard work you do to overcome your old patterns, heal the wounds of the past, and forgive yourself and others as you walk the healing path, you might find that you have forgotten how to just have fun and laugh. Be happy today. Citrine Spirit is here to amplify the joy in your life. So feel it and express it as if you are broadcasting it to the entire planet, because you are. However serious life may feel, the conscious universe really wants us all to have fun. So you are doing important work when you exuberantly share your joy with the world. Make time for pure playfulness and joy today. Didn't I tell y'all to go to Disneyland? And what was highlighted earlier in the reading was the sun in the reverse. Like I said, someone took your innocence, but the sun represents that innocence, that freedom, that joy, you know, that abundance. You feel like it was snatched from you. But with the citrine spirit, they're saying do it now. Be joyful now. Have fun now. Those things that you felt that were taken from you in your youth, you have the freedom to do as an adult. So what's stopping you? What's stopping you, friend? Not a damn thing. So let's go ahead and get your advice. What is the advice, Spirit, for Virgo? What is the advice for Virgo? What is the advice for Virgo? What is the advice for Virgo? Okay, so we have the Mother of Wands in the reverse. This energy could be very jealous, spiteful, envious. With the Three of Swords, this is pain, grief. And the Five of Swords, being taken advantage of, or taking advantage of others. This is all things that you experience or behaviors that you exhibit because of your pain. Because of the pain that you have endured in your youth, you're unable to, what am I looking for? You're unable to present as confidently, as beautifully as you could if you were healed. Your wounding is the reason why you create narratives that are not true. Because you are viewing the world from a hurt place instead of seeing the world as it is. Seeing your connections as they are. You are viewing the world. Ooh, that Spirit just said, you are viewing the world through blood-stained glasses. So not rose-colored glasses, blood-stained. You are viewing the world from a place of hurt and anguish, and you are missing out on the beauty of a lot of opportunities and a lot of connections, relationships, because you are just looking for the opportunity to be betrayed, even when that is not present. Because this person who you trusted, who you viewed as a protector, who you viewed as someone who you could rely on, because they betrayed you, you look for betrayal throughout your life. You wait for it. You anticipate it. The bottom of the deck, we have the Hierophant with the Nine of Swords again. Counseling is what I'm getting here. If this is not something that you can work on by yourself, if you don't feel strong enough, if you don't feel knowledgeable enough to work through your pain alone, go seek professional help. Go talk to a therapist. And don't allow the stigma behind therapy to convince you not to do it. This is something that you need. But in doing this, you are going to unblock a lot of the blockages that you face. The Hierophant energy with the key, you're going to unlock a lot of doors. And simply, you're going to free yourself. You're going to free yourself. And you will be able to close this chapter and live at a higher vibration than what you currently are. Okay? So, let's get your postcard from Spirit. Let's hear it. And it goes as follows. Dearest you, you have a unique purpose and destiny that only you can fulfill. But first, you need to know that destiny isn't a destination. You don't arrive. So it's time for you to heal whatever, traumas that you have. It's time for you to embark on healing, doing shadow work, and really being able to introspect and look within yourself for the truth, and knowing that you can trust that truth. Okay? So stop living in this illusion that you can't trust yourself, I feel is the advice here. All right? Postcard from Spirit. Let's hear it. Your postcard says, Dearest you, you need to know that you can change things miraculously for you and everyone and make things right. It's never too late. Forgiveness is about releasing yourself from the burden of an old story, one in which you are a victim of someone else's actions or your own. You don't need to carry this around. You can set yourself free. Even advocating for good because of this experience requires your forgiveness to be effective. Forgiveness is never about condoning things that were done. It's about letting yourself off the hook from carrying the burden. Resentment and hurt are like viruses that spread to others. And that is the opposite of what you really desire, right? Imagine what your life could be without the burdens that you carry when you don't forgive. You can do it. Everyone over here believes in you. And adores you, apparently. Okay, so if y'all been watching me, y'all probably know I have certain views on forgiveness. Not a fan of it. I don't believe in forgiveness for the most part. But I say that to say that if you choose to forgive someone, if you choose to forgive this past person for the things that have happened in the past, that's fine, but that doesn't require readmittance into your life. They don't have to be welcome back into your energy, back into your life, and given another opportunity to do whatever it is that caused you to cut them out in the first place. Okay? So, again, tread lightly, use your intuition, and always keep yourself in protection of yourself, forefront of your mind, Pisces, okay? Don't fall for any traps. Don't fall into any patterns, okay? You're trying to remove yourself from the old patterns, not encourage more of the same. So anyway, that is your message. If this resonates and you'd like to share, please let me know in the comments below. If it resonates way too much and you want to dig deeper, you can get a personal reading at savyreadings.com. And of course, until the very next time I read for you all, I'm wishing you all love and light. Now, please go get right. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.